Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So for today I want to show you how I made this little mixed media tag, and I've used some Dina Wakley tags, size 8. All the flowers that you see here and the coats and the other stuff has been hand drawn by myself, and I'm starting off with taking 10 tags. Yep, 10 tags and acrylic paint from Amsterdam. And the color that I'm using is red violet, and I'm just using my gel plate as a palette. And I just randomly with the brayer put some paint on the tags. The next color is yellowish green. Some azo yellow medium. And I'm just using a palette knife and put it on the tags randomly. Just have fun playing with your paints. Wiping off the paint off my fingers. And next thing that I'm going to do is to dry it, because Amsterdam paint is a little bit thick. And where I live, the paint doesn't dry very quickly, so I will be using the heat tool. Next color is Ultramarine. Because I want to have some contrast. Okay, and we're almost done with the blue color. Just making the palette knife a little bit clean. And I don't know why I did that. I really don't know why I cleaned the gel plate. It's weird. Okay. Oh well. Next is that I've using the heat tool again. So I will be doing some stamping now, and I'm using some Carabelle texture plates. And the first one is Scalloped texture from Birgit Koopsen. And at first I'm doing it like with a archival ink pad, but I discovered another way, which I will show you in a minute, which is much easier and effective. This is the flowers and leaves stem of texture plate from Kate Crane. And as you can see, I put some acrylic paint on it on a gel plate, and I first spread the paint on a texture plate, which wasn't very helpful. So I had another idea. Why not just stamp in the paint and then directly to the tag? And that worked fantastic. You just have to clean afterwards, but yeah. It's also a part of the job, right? I hate cleaning stencils. I really hate it. But anyway, um, next is some Crackle Paste. And I'm using a Tim Holtz stencil, THS008, just to bring back some white to the tag. I have to say, the Crackle Paste makes it a little bit hard to put on some stamped images, or in my case, some drawn images. Just smearing some Crackle Paste on the tag with my palette knife. Four more tags to go. And if you don't have Crackle Paste, you can use regular texture paste as well. Or you cannot use it at all. Just do what you feel like doing. Okay, next is Deco Art, some Deco Art Paints. And these are some neon colors in the colors pink and yellow. I believe it's called Sizzling Pink and Scorching Yellow. And I'm starting off with the pink, and I'm just taking my brush and just splatter it all over the text. Thin the paint a little bit with water. I just splatter as much as you want. And after this step, we will be doing some finger painting with the yellow color. I have to say that I really had fun making these tags, using so many different stuff, and yeah, I have to make more of these little tag books. It's fun. Alright. And next are my neon colors, my Neocolors 2. And if you don't have them, then you can use scribble sticks, distress crayons, or some Faber-Castell gelatos. Just use anything you have, or just regular pencils is also an option. And I'm just scribbling all over the tag with my black Neocolor. And with the other colors I will just do some mark making. I'm holding my crayon at the end of the stick so that I have less control of what I'm scribbling. So let's continue with some mark making. Remember that these crayons are water soluble and that they do smudge a little bit. I'm just playing, having fun with my materials, and yeah, just having fun. I'm just working very intuitively, and if it works out, it works out. If it's not working out, then oh well, there's always another time or a next time. And taking the pink, just drawing some circles. And you can do this with any other tag you have. If you have bigger or smaller, or you could even do this on some craft tags from some brown craft paper. I think that would be really awesome. Or black paper. Sky is the limit. This is the yellow one. Almost done, and after this step we will continue with assembling the tag book. Just be sure that when you want to make this tag book that you have to have an even number of on tags. You can make more, you can make less. As long as the number is even, it's not a problem. And I'm choosing which tags I want to be next to each other. And I'm having a piece of paper which is 2 inches wide. I'm just using a regular glue stick. And the length of this piece of paper is the same length as the tag. So some glue on the other side. Just be sure that the tag will not overlap, but there must you can't leave too much room either between the tags. They have to connect, but not overlap. Do I make any sense? That's how it looks on the back. The second one. Oh, before I forgot to mention, leave 2 tags aside because we were needing 2 tags for the back cover and the front cover. So you'll be needing 4 pieces of paper of 2 inches plus the length of your tag. I hate having glue on my working mat, so I just keep on cleaning. It is important to have a straight line of the piece of paper, obviously, or it won't work. More cleaning. And I'm deciding which one I want to use for the cover and which one I want to use for the back. Sorry for the camera being out of focus. And I think that that's the last one, the last pair. Yeah. And we will continue with the pairs, and I will show you how I stick them all together. So those are the covers, and those are the inserts, and it's very easy to do. You just line up the back of the tag and stick them together. How easy, right? I'm just greasing the folds a little bit better, so it's easier to glue. I'm just using some regular liquid adhesive on the back of the tag. And I'm taking a second pair of tags and I'm sticking them back to back. I'm just using a piece of kitchen roll to remove the excess adhesive. And you will do this with the other 2 pairs as well. You see how easy, right? So again, some liquid adhesive. And the second pair of tags, the same way as you did the first one, just gluing them together back to back. Removing the excess adhesive, and that's that. And I think that this is the last one. Yep, and after this one we will do the front and the back cover. So this is how it looks on the inside. But we're not done yet. The next thing that I will be using is mixed media sticky back from Dina Wakley. But if you don't have this tape, you can use some regular sticky back as well. As long as it has the same length of the tag, you're good to go. Just fold it over so that the tag is secured on the sides. And the covers will go over the tape, over the sticky tape. And then the tag is ready to decorate. I forgot to put glue on the sticky back. And this is the back. Just a little bit on the cover as well. And that's it. So I let the adhesive dry for 24 hours. And I've also been drawing like mad. Yeah, what can I say? I love to draw. And these are some flowers and some other stuff that I've made and some codes that I've printed on a computer. And the circles and hearts are just some regular shapes that I've stamped with some stamp that I like to use. So I won't color them, I'm just leaving everything black and white. And I'm just going to decorate my little tag book. Making art makes my soul happy. And I thought that I was going to use some collage medium, but I've changed my mind. Because that didn't work because of the crackle paste. So instead of using regular collage, distress collage medium, I've changed it up to the Dina Wakley Ultra Thick Medium Gel. And that worked. And I put a lot on it, and that's okay because this adhesive will dry clear, so you won't see it in the end. And it just takes a while to dry, but that's not a problem. I was really struggling with this flower, and I think it's because of the crackle paste and because I've used some real heavy paper. I used some watercolor paper for the flower, but I got it to work. And this is another kind of paper. This is just normal print paper, so I prefer to use a glue stick. And I have to say that I really like how my flowers turned out. And the little hearts. And that's the front. Second one. Every day is a new chance to try again. I just picked out some codes from Pinterest and just copied them basically. It's my own work and I won't sell it, so it's not a problem. More glue. For all the circles, I've used a compass because I can't draw a straight circle or a real round one. So I just used the compass and cut them out and stamped them with some stamps. So that's the code, and then this page is also finished. And the next one. And the reason why I having paper between the pages is because of the adhesive. Because if I wouldn't put any paper between the pages, everything would stuck. And we don't want that, right? So this is another flower with some circles. I use different stems for the circles. I used some Tim Holtz stems and some stems from Tracy Scott. I just mixed up everything. So yeah, this code says all endings are new beginnings. And I'm just playing with how I want it to be. Don't be shy with the ultra thick media gel. And this flower smudged a little bit, but that's okay. Just embrace your imperfections, right? Some more little hearts. And I think that I will draw more flowers and other stuff as well in the future. I've been drawing from like when I was little. I was always doing something until this day. And I messed it up right about here, as you can see. But that's okay. Just embrace your imperfections. You learn, right? I'm just cutting up my kitchen towel paper just to have a extra piece because one whole one was too big. Alright, next page. And I'm just choosing a coat with a heart. And I thought that I was changing the flower. I don't know for sure. Yeah, I did. Nope. I think it was this one. And the code says, do what gives you peace. And the flower. As you can see, the Neocolors did smudge a little bit because of the wet glue, but it gives a nice touch when it's dry. And the back cover, the last one. And then this little checkbook is finished. The only thing is that when you print out your favorite coats, or the ones that you really like, it's harder to choose something. So, yeah. But I finally made my decision. And for the back, I've chose the code. If you can dream it, you can do it. And I'm having a hard time getting the paper on the tag because of the crackle paste. Maybe I should use another glue, I don't know. So I decided that the back needed something more, and I went for the heart, and I kept everything black and white. I didn't feel like coloring it. And the book is done. Now I have to remove all the papers. And that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you had fun with this video and I hope it inspired you, and yeah, just make your own little tag book and start drawing something. And it doesn't have to be pretty, it's all about the fun and the creativity. So here's a little flip through, and I hope to see you next week. Bye!